Guess who's Bazak? ColombianExchange.com. The freshest drip on the internet. Shirts with a spell is now live. Go to Colombian Exchange with an X.com or click the link in the description. The new line, last place. The last shall be first, but for a limited time only. 20% for all subscribers with the code 2020. Colombian Exchange is back. Get there now. Once you see the devil's horns, it's too late. Once the storm come, all you do is wait. Undermining the fate of the young black youth of the state. With two strikes, the irony, the enemy won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Label us property, then tell us to get our rights. That's like my knife fighting for his life. Human contraband, carrying a concealed weapon, praying to get to heaven. You gotta hear the insanity of millions of guys who don't know that they guys. They hide behind their squad on the stage so the hoes can apply. Don't tell me I'm wrong, don't tell me I'm right. I'm a beacon in the darkness of night, just bringing the light, visualizing the womb. The matrix, hatred, leads us out of the tomb. No waiting, see that day come soon. It's the apocalypse, nigga. Peace to the family. It's the Mystic representing www.hoodmystic.com. What we tend to do here is discuss the daily astrological major things that's happening, and then for the remainder of this live, I open up the phone lines in a session that I like to call Tapped In. So make sure you writing down your questions if you have some. We open it up for comments, concerns, anything related to whatever you want to talk. But I tend to know my audience, and y'all basically here because y'all spiritual beings. I got a lot of information that I kind of want to bring back, because a lot of times within this spirituality, we get so confused about what's happening. We get so confused about what's going on. Is we okay on the sound? So let's just start. Let's bring this thing back 10 million years ago, right? 10 million years ago, we all were spirits. We all were like entities that could create from the mere mention of thought. And we had our different areas and different things that we could create, but we were pure spiritual beings. We had no idea of the five senses and the human body, but that was very intriguing to us. Things like sex, things like eating good food and, fighting and things of that nature. We couldn't really experience this stuff without incarnating through animals at first, and then we decided to create human beings. See, throughout life, there were many different trial and errors of our creation. You call them Cro-Magnons, you call them Neanderthals, so forth and so on. But once we created human beings and we decided to deal with this, we forgot our actual spiritual nature. So much so that we were caught in the process of sex, birth, death, sex. We got caught in that for millions and millions and millions of years. And now we're to the point that we don't even remember our initial spiritual understanding and existence. We call this place Atlantis, but Atlantis is a land, but Atlantis is also a community. The community that we're creating here, the conversations that we're having here, is based upon our Atlantean birthright. Our Atlantean reality of being a spiritual entity trapped within a human body. So anything outside of that, you'll be very, very confused. My goal is to remind you that you are a spiritual being having a human existence. And when you have troubles within this human existence, it's because you have forgotten that fact that you are a spiritual being. reason why this is easy to remember is because Mercury is now retrograde in the constellation of Aquarius. Aquarius representing the collective, is not representing the personal, individual human being. All of these constellations, all of these stars and these planets are here to remind you. See, when we were Atlanteans and we were humans, but we still remembered our human existence, we created this vast, amazing community called Atlantis. You go there in your dreams a lot of times. It was Afrofuturistic and things of that nature. And it was so advanced, but we were in the midst of humans who had no consciousness. They were mere animals. But since we couldn't get along within our Atlantean bliss, because bliss can't exist in this world, we got into a huge cataclysm. A lot of us went to North America. Let's be clear about that. Some of us went to South America. Some of us went to Northern Europe, where they have the Stonehenge. Some of us went to Egypt, where they have the pyramids. Some of us went to South America, where they have the Citizen Icha and Technochocolatin. I don't even know how to say that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of us went to North America and we built the mound structures. Okay? But we forgot all of that. But this is why we look at these particular structures with such great awe and such great majesty and things of that nature, because we actually built them. Okay? You don't remember building them. You don't remember being an Atlantean. But the reason why I reference the cataclysm and us spreading all of these things, because if you reference Stonehenge, right? If you reference the Egyptian pyramids, if you do the knowledge on the South American pyramids, if you do the knowledge on the mounds, what are we looking at? We are looking at correspondences between astrology and this world. That's what we're looking at. So when we discuss astrology, we're reclaiming and re-understanding our Atlantean birthright. At least I am. At least you are in Seek of the Channel, but you don't really fully understand the actual past. Is beyond the physical incarnation of life. That's a hiccup in our understanding. We are limitless, infinite, spiritual beings, and this is the shit that they don't want you to know. So as Mercury goes retrograde, bringing previous truths in the whole entire collective of the understanding of the world, then one is able to embody it when it conjuncts the sun being our expression, the sun being who we are, the Mercury representing our truth going retrograde. And our technology, which is magic, is indistinguishable from actual technology when you engage. So when you engage with your soul, it seems to the novice as a form of magic, but it's simply something that you understand, X's and O's, ones and zeros, binary code, things of that nature. So this mere conversation from a person who does not understand, if I just came on the scene and like, so you mean to tell me he's talking now and you're listening in real time, you're able to comment and talk to other people who's listening to the same thing in real time? What type of magic voodoo do y'all got going on if you don't understand it? See, our magic, we take it for granted. Our magic is the reality that we have awareness of the physical body. Our magic is found in when we pass away or transition, our soul continues to live on. And we get glimpses because the aspect of Atlantean, being a spiritual being, never goes away. It never goes away. So when you reference these energies that have transitioned, what you are referencing is Atlantean energy that is still present, but the physical vessel has just transitioned. So whether you deal with that energy or absorb that energy or not is based upon the fact that you don't understand who we are. And it's a long story. It's a vast conspiracy. But throughout this week, we're just understanding it because this is a powerful Mercury retrograde. This is a Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. Aquarius is the 11th house. The 11th house is society, your social circles. And when you understand it from a esoteric, astrological, sidereal point of view, this is your soul family. This is your soul group. And so in order to get to a soul group, you have to be the best self. And if you're not the best self, then cancel the Christmas. This isn't a situation where somebody has to help you or save you, because you are a limitless, infinite being. From the gate, from birth, okay? From birth, from conception. Once the soul decides, okay, this is the vessel that I'm going to be in, you don't need no fucking help. You just need to be present. You just need to be aware of who you are as a spiritual being. That's what Mercury retrograde is about. It's the truth coming pouring back on your ass. And once it conjuncts the sun, it's the truth in your expression. And can you handle it? I know we done been through a lot of shit in the past. I've been through a lot of shit in the past, but I tell you what, when it comes to real healing, I know when I've actually healed on some shit because I'm laughing about it. I know when some shit is real tender to the touch and can get triggered and have me in a negative spiral when I'm looking at it with the serious tint to it. Because I'm not even in my real power. I'm not even in my right mind. I think that I'm this human being. I think that is this vehicle that I think that I'm this vehicle that I purchased. And I know y'all know what that's like. You purchase a vehicle and it get into a car wreck and things of that nature. It might seem like your world is over. What's wrong, Jimbo? Car fucked up. Damn, nigga, I thought your mama died or something. Like, what is you sad as hell? Man, I can't get it fixed. I don't got enough to get it fixed. That's pain to a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So in understanding that even can be laughed about, whatever you going through can be laughed about, because that's Mercury, okay? Mercury is twin energy. Mercury is quicksilver. Mercury is the psychopomp. Mercury is the jester, okay? The psychopomp walks you through death, right? Just to laugh about it later, okay? That's the jester. The jester is likened to a king. If you don't understand the power of the jester, if you don't understand the power of laughter, look up Kevin Hart, look up Cat Williams, look up Dave Chappelle, look up George Carlin, look up Moms Mabley, look up Richard Pryor, look up Dick Gregory, okay? I don't gotta say no more, okay? So if you all up in your feels, then you don't understand the reality of your soul. The 42 negative confessions of my art. I have not done these things that I say I do all the time, because for I am a soul that's incarnated for a moment in time in this flimsy ass body. And my body is a temple, but within it holds the soul. So with this understanding of Atlantean birthright, that inner voice that you hear, that awareness that you apply yourself to becomes your own best friend. But see, when you are imagining yourself to be human, nothing's gonna go right and it's not gonna support you. So your biggest critic turns into your best friend if you understand the spiritual stuff. And I understand that you might not be ready or prepared for the spiritual stuff, and what I'm saying sounds so fucking advanced to you. That's perfectly fine. I bet you can type in people eating hamburgers in their car and find a plethora of videos and watch shit that soothes your soul. You feel me? Watch them eat, chicken sandwiches and things of that nature. I give it a thumbs up. You feel me? But while you here for this moment in time, you are a spiritual being having a human existence. Anything beyond that is mere glamour and illusion. Something that you played with and tinkered with 10 fucking million years ago. You was tinkering with this shit. It was interesting to you. You got into a goddamn wormhole, and now you don't even realize how you got into this goddamn trap. For the most potent control happens when the person does not realize he is being controlled, and the strongest prison is that where the prisoner think he is free. When you think you are in this human body, and you got a little check, and you got a little house, and you got a little car, you still a goddamn prisoner. When you think that you freed yourself by moving to the goddamn mountains off the grid, but you still in your damn body, you still a damn prisoner, okay? Until you get into astral travel, lucid dreaming, and understanding the other side of life, exiting your body, because that's your birthright, that's your true self, then you're not gonna even fucking understand. How can I get more money here, Mystic? How can I do this? How can I do that? So, class, we are deducing ourselves to third grade reading level. I'm exposing y'all to some horrible reading, but for that matter, you put on your thinking caps, class, and understand what I'm trying to say. I'm taking this from Revelation of St. John, because part of this divination, like Dreamwise said, is cracking open the fucking book, and whatever it opens up to, that's what we gonna go through. So when I cracked open this book, that's what it came to. Glamour and Maya. And we not talking about the R&B singer, and we not talking about looking fly tonight before you go to the club. We talking about esoteric concepts that have you trapped in the physical body, in the material shit, and you can't see your way out. And the only thing you can do is hope for more glamour and more Maya. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. Page 110. Glamour is also treacherous, blundering, and boastful. Illusion gives glamour its power of deception. It controls the personality via glamour and makes glamour the authority for judging the worth of whatever is perceived. So basically, illusion gives glamour its power of deception. Everything you see is just stone, my nigga. Is wood, it is whatever, it's material, right? It's put together in such a way that you can see a 1974 Mustang and I can see a 1974 Mustang, and I say that's a big ugly ass car, and you look at it like it's, you want to have sex with the damn thing, cause you under a spell of glamour. I see it as a hunk of metal. It don't make me wrong or right. Don't make you wrong or right. It's just what it is. When you look at the physical world, when you look at physical beings and don't judge it for what it truly is on the soul level, you are under the illusion or the spell of glamour. The aspirant that his solar plexus chakra under the influence of glamour seems wounded by the past. Okay, I want you to understand, under the influence of glamour, you seem wounded by the past, because it'll never be perfect glamour. It'll never be perfect Maya. You got an 18-room mansion, it can be a 30-room mansion. Nigga, you could own the whole city. Why you stopping with a damn lot? You know, own the whole country. Take over the whole world while you at it. It's never enough. And this is what we learned in Atlantis. We had the spiritual technology and the spiritual ability to create anything we desired, and we fucked it up. Because that's not the goal. You can only imagine Atlantis in your dreams. You can't see it on this world. You barely see a smidgen of it by the Egyptian pyramids. You almost see what it used to look like. But look at the Egyptian pyramids. They fucked up too. The mounds fucked up. The pyramids in South America fucked up. Stonehenge. Let's not even talk about it, right? So the reality of what we are here to do is to free ourselves from this human fucking prison. And you can't free yourself unless you get out of your emotional body. The emotional body, following the lead of glamour, desires external I told you, third grade reading level, desires external circumstances that engender this feeling of redemption. I'ma get back at these niggas. I'ma show them. I'ma make something of myself. I'ma make my mama proud. Okay, trapped. The revolution of St. John. You understand? It's not a game. And if you want to argue, the number will be available once we get through this. And so all of this is building up to the second level. Yesterday we talked about Thomas. Today we're talking about Rahas. Where in this plane, in this world, we think that is all that it's about. Even if we are in a lazy state. Maybe if I had more energy, maybe if I had more activity, maybe if I had more energy, my life would be better. But understand that Rahas is better than Tamas, but it's not the end goal to be doing shit. The goal is to transcend all of this shit, because a person might look at me and say that I'm lazy. Another person might look at me and say, damn, you working hard. And another person might look at me and say, damn, you got a lot of peace. And all three of those are true. I don't really do shit. I do what I fucking want to do, but I'm actually energetic, but I'm actually very, very peaceful with this shit. I transcend all three gunas. So it's never a point of spirit is only awareness. I'm only aware. I'm only aware. And there's things that I can do that improves my overall life, but overall coming to the reality of who I am is all the fuck that I need to do. Y'all can be busy with all of that shit about going to college and being the best person, going to the army, running for political office, having a big ass house. Hey, knock your fucking self off. Knock yourself out. But for me personally, I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck I am. That's it. That's what I'm here for. So what to be paying attention with Rahas? With all that being said, do not follow me, do not look up to me, don't worship me, don't do nothing. Because the moment I say some shit to piss you off, you gonna hurt my feelings, and I'd rather not be put on no fucking pedestal by nobody. I just want to take care of my family. That's the fuck it. That's it. On the human level, I just want to be around my children. I don't want people to put me up on no higher level. I don't want people to fucking throw flowers at my feet. Nothing of this sort. What I want is for you to understand that you are a spirit having a fucking human experience and wake the fuck up. That's what I want. Once that happens, everything comes into fucking alignment for the whole planet. We understand the balance of this whole shit. We understand, okay, we can do the pyramid shit, but we already did the pyramid shit. We already did the Atlantis shit. So let's just figure out this realm and balance and peace and clarity and just, because all of the existential glamour and Maya shit, it just keeps fucking us up. It keeps tearing us down. It keeps breaking us down. And so what to look out for Rahas, and Rahas is morely found in like spiritual circles when it comes to spiritual speakers and things of that nature. A Rahasic teacher wants to have followers, wants people to worship him or her. A Rahasic teacher use the way that they dress and theatrical techniques and pretension to impress and mesmerize their followers. Oh, she is so beautiful, and she's talking about this conscious stuff. Oh, I'm tuned in. Oh, he got all of the crystals and all of the fucking geeks and gadgets. Oh, I'm gonna follow him. You know, a Rahasic teacher doesn't follow what he or she preaches. So a lot of it is advanced spiritual techniques that get you to the highest level of esotericism, but nobody can do that. All you can understand is your awareness. That's it. There's only awareness. That's it. But since emotions and glamour rule your stream of awareness, you don't even see your fucking power. You think your glamour and Maya is your awareness. So the better your life is, the more appealing your life is, the more worth it has. But that's just not the case. So I leave you guys with the understanding that our attachment to this human body, our attachment to this physical world, without understanding what it is that is attaching to it, you might have to pause and rewind that. You'll never get it. So, if we release our attachment, we are free from Maya, we are free from glamour, and we are in tune to our true selves. And we are above the inertia, we are above the passion, we are even above the spiritual balance and Namre Hungum Q of the shit. And come into our own awareness and our own power and begin living the life that we truly desire as a spiritual being, as a being with all power, limitless ability, so forth and so on. So that's my presentation. That shit felt like 2 hours. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. 385-799-9560. Get tapped in. Give me some comments. Give me some, questions. Was that deep? You ever had any dreams about Atlantis? Does the mention of Atlantis resonate with you? Because that's just the wave that I'm on and I'm leading up to. Today is Wednesday. So we're going to finish Wednesday with Sattva. And then Friday, we're just going to get into my Atlantean theory, and we're just going to really raise this shit up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take this shit to a whole nother level, because I don't care. If you come to me confused about this shit, I'm going to just be like, go somewhere else. It's plenty of places you can go to, but this is the Atlantean station, It's just something that I can't even hold back no more. I think Energy Day Moon kind of cracked it open, and since she mentioned it, just the mere mention of it, I just kind of couldn't necessarily let it go. So that's why, call in 385-799-9560. We need to chop it up. We need to have this understanding. If you called in before, don't be afraid to call in again. I don't care who calls. Anybody can call. You can say anything, you know what I'm saying? You can even beef with me, tell me how everything I said is wrong, point for point. You got the sources, you got everything to prove me wrong. Well, shit, I might need that in my life. I might need to be told the truth. It's Mercury retrograde, so what's up? 385-799-9560. Peace, Spaz Gretzky. Peace, the Rebel. Thank you, Miss Love and Life. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, you got the kids? Okay. How the kids feel about it, Natasha?
Guess who's Bazak? ColombianExchange.com. The freshest drip on the internet. Shirts with a spell is now live. Go to Colombian Exchange with an X.com or click the link in the description. The new line, last place. The last shall be first, but for a limited time only. 20% for all subscribers with the code 2020. Colombian Exchange is back. Get there now.
Shout out to you, Mad Titan. Shout out to Love, Live Life. Come on, Love, Live Life. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do me like that, Dream. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank y'all for y'all donations. I guess I said some shit today. I really was in like a real deep trance and a real deep channel, so I'm gonna actually have to listen to this whole shit again because everything that I said, I really woke up like hella late. I knew what I was gonna say. I did the work, but the whole stream of consciousness, I know that wasn't me at all. So, tune in so you can talk to this nigga, whoever he is or she is or it is. Give me a second, 530. Don't hang up. I gotta set my stuff up too.
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. There is one other participant in the conference. Please announce yourself.
530, you tapped in with the Hood Mystic. What's goody?
Hood Mystic, what's up? Hey, I just saw your shirt that you just posted. And I saw that nice little Wu-Tang reference. The cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money.
Dollar bill, y'all. No doubt.
Hey, so you were just mentioning stuff about the Atlanteans. And I'm wondering what your opinion of Thoth, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah.
The Emerald Tablet of Thoth. They say that he was some Atlantean high priest. Can you just talk on that for a sec?
Sure. So wherever we're at, we have Quetzalcoatl in the Mayan Olmec tradition, or you have like a feathery serpent. But then in Egyptian mythology, you have Thoth. But then if you even go to like Celtic and Ireland tradition, they have someone called Tuatha Danann, and these are more or less of entities who presented savage-like people with no civilization, no culture, and provided them with like the blueprints or the tips to build culture. So Thoth turns into Hermes or even Mercury. All of these things are the same being, and they're saying the same story. So we can streamline this thing. We can look at this thing holistically, and we can look at it and not be confused. Like, if it ever gets to a point where it's like, okay, how did you come to that? Well, let's listen to some podcasts, let's read some books, let's understand that all of this thing is one thing. So Thoth being an Atlantean is just what it is. There's nothing more to be said about it. Like, if you look it up, it's Thoth the Atlantean, meaning that he came from a different he didn't come from Egypt, he came from Atlantis, and he built up that civilization for thousands upon thousands of years. But he's not even from Egypt, he's not even from Kemet. So that speaks to a higher civilization than even what one would view as Kemet, or even being quote unquote Kemetic. That's just a lower tier of Atlantean, and you can just look in your own doctrine and figure that out, right?
Wow, yeah. Very, very interesting stuff. How inspirational, or how many like messages did you get from? I'm assuming you read the Emerald Tablet of Thoth. How powerful was that book on you?
For me, it wasn't the most powerful thing. Actually, the most powerful writings that I got from Thoth was in the non-comedy library. Really, those things were extremely more powerful. Like, the things that are mainstream at this point, it's not to say that they don't hold sway or hold power, but it just seems watered down. It seems contrived, and then it also feels confusing. Like, it doesn't lead me in a particular way or a particular direction. So I think I deal with the cosmology or the cosmogony of the non-comedy library most foremost, and just the Gnostic way of thought, because that to me connects or makes more sense from an Atlantean point of view.
All right. Well, man, thanks for your gems, man. Yesterday, man, you guys were spitting fire, dude. Yesterday, Hey, I just want to say also, so when your show's going on, I'm actually I'm still up You know, I'm a night owl, so I don't go
Right.
to bed till around this time and
Okay.
wake up till in the afternoon. So it's nice to digest this shit before I go to bed.
Before
you know
sleep, yeah, the third shift. Yeah, yep. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point because that's really a good vibe though. To stay up at night, you probably have more control over your actual life from this
Oh.
perspective.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, there's nothing that beats, you know, just kind of being the only soul up at night, you know, in my neighborhood.
Mhm.
You know, I'm hearing the owls outside. You know, I
Mhm.
go outside and stare at the stars.
Mhm.
There's nothing like it, man. Breathing in that fresh morning air. You know, that crisp air. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. My name's Noah, by the way.
Okay, Noah.
You know, I've been in the past, 3 days.
But you speak to more of the Atlantean birthright in the way that we're actually talking about, because what we're referencing possibly could be like Noah's Ark. So just that realization and that deeper train of thought of things being right and exact. So Noah, what's up, bro?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like, all this stuff is just so fascinating to me, and I've been on this path for a while now, man. Like, I woke up, well, I started the process of awakening when I was young, man. When I was 15 or 16, man, and boy, it's been a hell of a ride, man. A heaven of a ride. It's been crazy, all this information, and that's why I called in yesterday and I mentioned, the communities that you're building. Because, I'm 24, man, and I still have not found anyone in flesh that, like, I can bounce ideas like this off of,
That's a hard thing to do. That's another thing, like when it comes to like spiritual people and things of that nature, they tend to look at people as like underlings and things of that nature, so they create just a wonderful, thick barrier between you and them. So that's kind of part of my mission and my goal, is to not really be that way. Everybody has a voice, everybody has wonderful things to share, and just this little moment in time is actually showing that. And when it comes to like fear, when it comes to like crazy callers and what they would call like trolls, we are beyond that when you at this particular level, you know what I'm saying? So I'm open, and just whatever is positive is allowed, and whatever is negative is rebuked. So it's just kind of one of those moments in time where if you got something to say and you want to call in, be my guest. Like, call, speak, because whoever listened to this video 5 years down the line, maybe what you said resonated with them and triggered something deep within them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about having a voice. It's all about talking.
That's for sure, yeah. That's what was happening yesterday, man, with some of those callers while I was on the line waiting, man. It was just like one thing after another was just resonating with me, man. So, like I said, man, I appreciate it. You keep it up. And something else that's pretty inspirational about you is I heard you mention yesterday that you're actually more of an introvert than anything. And, you're out here, putting yourself out, with your number just displayed across the screen here, that's very, brave of a so-called introvert,
Yeah.
And as a fellow introvert, I find that pretty inspirational that you put yourself out there.
Oh yeah, it's like major, like deep breaths and what the fuck are you doing, and I can't believe I'm doing this, and like today, like every time I go live, it's something that I have to actually work through, or a person wants to call and talk to me. It's just like, okay, like, I have to come outside of myself. Everything is mental, everything is conscious, but practicing is an issue for me. That's a problem. That's being introverted when I don't necessarily quote unquote want to be. That's something that has to be worked through. So hopefully to the end, like I hear a lot of people like, I can never have a YouTube channel, and I'm just like, me fucking either. You know what I'm saying? Like I never could. Yeah. So it's just like we all have that shot. We all have that ability to just kind of learn ourselves through speaking, because no matter what, no matter how much money you got, no matter what situation or circumstances you are in, the ability to speak is priceless. The ability to project your voice, nothing can actually beat that. You know what I'm saying? So I just advise all quote unquote introverts to get out and speak and stand in your truth
and spread your message. And look at you now, man. So like after all those people say, oh, I can't have a YouTube channel, look at you, you're creating a damn beautiful community. And also, man, you got a dope-ass clothing line going on.
I'm trying to get there, man. I'm trying to get there. Just working.
I mean, you keep that shit up, man. I'm gonna have to go. What's your website you just plugged?
Colombian Exchange. ColombianExchange.com with an X.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to go cop me one of those beanies sometime soon, or one of those hats. Man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm putting some new hats up there today, so give it about a little on later today. Check it out a little later. Right. Yeah, I'm putting up a whole bunch of different stuff. I got some new ideas, but I just put the site back up. But some new stuff I've been working on. Like, I just been working on it, but now I'm just about to start unveiling it throughout the week. So be sure to check it out, and I'll be sure to kind of plug it throughout the week. But thank you for taking an interest in it, man. Let me know if you do cop it. Send me some photos, because it's all like a point of seeing influencers influence. So let me know what's good, Noah.
Yeah, I'll totally do that, man. I hope you have a great day, man.
You too.
Man, I gotta go catch me some rest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Catch these dreams and shit. So.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
You take care.
Enjoy your day, bro. So 385-799-9560. Somebody got a deep ass voice in the crib. Shout out Evo, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for your support, bro. Shout out to the young king, Evo, man. Evo. Every time I think about, bro, he doing the ceremony magic, getting it litty. Hope everything is well, bro. Blessings to the whole collection. Beautiful day. Peace, family. No doubt. So yeah, I guess y'all playing coy, y'all playing shy. I'll give y'all about 2 more minutes. I got the time today. Yeah, Toastmasters. That's probably. I used to watch a lot of videos, but Toastmasters in every city, and it's free. But public speaking and working towards having a voice, I suggest everybody take advantage of it, because the chemical release of speaking, as opposed to not saying shit, you rather speak. Like, it's not good to kind of just hold these things in, especially from a spiritual level. Even if you learn to talk to yourself. But with that being said, I guess y'all being shy, you don't want to call in. Shout out Evo. But yeah, man, I ain't about to sit here and talk to myself. Y'all got me messed up. So hopefully tomorrow y'all be, I guess there's nothing much more to say. I guess a lot of digesting and things of that nature. So digest this conversation that we have. Spin this conversation back. It's real short. And then come back to me tomorrow and we'll talk about it. How about that? So peace to everybody on the chat. Peace, love, live life. Mad Titan, Evo. Thanks for everybody in their donations. Sometimes it ain't much more to be said. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta just let this thing be what it is. So everybody have a great day, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.